Chelsea just handed over £117 million for a player who was a squad rotation name at Villa Park 18 months ago. My verdict, right now, before anything else, this is not reckless spending. This is Xabi Alonso solving the exact problem that broke Chelsea last season. The ink is barely dry on England's World Cup exit to Argentina, and Stamford Bridge has already delivered the loudest statement of the summer window. Morgan Rogers, 23 years old, ripped away from Aston Villa for a fee that makes him the most expensive British player in football history, ahead of Elliot Anderson's £116 million move to Manchester City, and just behind Alexander Isak's Premier League record £125 million switch to Liverpool. Some pundits are already panicking. Emile Heskey called this deal overkill. Villa fans are calling it robbery. I'm calling it the smartest £117 million Chelsea have spent in a decade. Not because of goals. Not because of assists. Because of one brutal tactical flaw that Alonso just fixed with a single signing. Arsenal thought they had this deal wrapped up. Declan Rice personally lobbied his England teammate to join him in North London. But when Villa refused to drop their asking price, Arsenal hesitated, and Chelsea did not. Xabi Alonso picked up the phone himself, sold Rodgers on the vision, and the deal was agreed before Arsenal could blink. Here's the verdict, and here's the proof. Here's what actually broke Chelsea last season. Every low block, deep-sitting defense in the Premier League figured out the same trick: double up on Cole Palmer, and Chelsea's entire attack suffocates. No Palmer supply, no goals. Xabi Alonso didn't need another winger who hugs the touchline and waits for a one-on-one. He needed a battering ram through the middle, someone who drags two defenders out of position just by running at them. That is exactly what Morgan Rogers does better than almost shields the ball, and keeps his sprint speed. That forces centre-backs to abandon their shape, and the moment they do, Cole Palmer. Rogers has never played Champions League football. He's never had to do this against elite European defenses that press higher and recover faster than the Premier League's mid-table sides. That's a fair worry, and it's the only real risk here. But look at who's judging him. Xabi Alonso built his coaching identity on turning unproven talent into system-defining players at Leverkusen. If anyone can translate Rodgers' numbers into Champions League output, it's the manager who signed him. Those numbers are why the fee is justified, and they're why I'd have paid it too. This deal doesn't just fix Chelsea. It exposes everyone else. Aston Villa lost Yuri Tielemans to Manchester United days earlier, so their entire midfield spine has been ripped out in 1 week. Unai Emery is sitting on a war chest close to £150 million and still scrambling, hijacking Newcastle's move for Freiburg's Johan Manzambi just to plug the gap. Meanwhile, Manchester City reacted instantly, breaking their own transfer record with £116 million for Elliot Anderson, and Pep Guardiola is already circling Morocco's Aya Bouadi. This is what a genuine tactical arms race looks like, and it tells you something bigger about where football is heading. The era of the winger who stands wide and waits is dying. Alonso, Arteta, Tuchel, they all want the same profile now: physical, press-resistant hybrids who can carry the ball through crowded central zones and flip defense into attack in one motion. Rodgers isn't an outlier purchase. He's the prototype for what every top club will be hunting next. So here's my final verdict. This is not Chelsea panic buying a big name to keep the fans happy. This is the most coherent, most justified piece of business in the entire Premier League this summer, and if Rodgers delivers even half of what his Villa numbers suggest, 117 million will look cheap within 18 months. Overkill or masterstroke, either way, Chelsea just told the rest of Europe exactly how serious they are this summer. Tell me if you agree. Drop your verdict in the comments, subscribe for more Kickoff Verdict breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.